Hey guys, well, we're back today. We're going to work on another tree, another lemon cypress. Here are the cuttings that I've prepared and planted. So they're in fresh bonsai soil, and I used a recycled tray. That's good enough to start some cuttings in. So yeah, these two larger cuttings, those were from that one larger cutting that I took from that secondary trunk on the tree. So I just basically cut that in half and cleaned it up a little bit and thinned them out, and that's how I planted them. And I even put a couple smaller ones in there. What the heck? We'll see how it does. Or I guess we'll see how they do. Hopefully they'll do okay. And we're going to get to work on the next one today. Well, we're over here at the bench, and here's the one that we did the other day. And we have a couple more left here, so I think what we'll do is we'll work on this one today. The second largest one. We'll bring it over to the little table. Okay, well, what we've done is we've actually come into the garage. We got some different noises going on outside, and it's not the birds. So, anyways, yeah, it's just much quieter in here this afternoon. So basically it's going to be kind of like just the last one. We're going to come away back with our trunk here. The last time we cut our trunk back up here. And we're going to be bringing it back even further today. So coming down, we got one branch coming off here that I think can continue our trunk line fairly well. And it's one of the thicker branches. So I think we're going to be cutting it right back to here today. So that'll only leave our main trunk about maybe 12 inches long by the time we're done. So what we'll do we'll come in here. It's going to be another big cut, and which means more big cuttings. It's not a bad thing. There we are. So I could probably, I'll get two good sized cuttings out of that. And I may see if I got room in that tray that I just showed you guys there. I may have enough room for two more, or I'll start another tray. We'll see. So here we are. Here's our new leader here. So I guess we'll start with him, I guess. So with this being our new leader, we'll bring everything way back. Want everything on the top just a little wee bit shorter than our actual leader. And there we go. And we'll work down from here. We'll just take that back to there. It doesn't have to look perfect because, you know, once again, we just cut the trunk away back. You know, still developing the root system, developing our trunk, which is our two first priorities. And, you know, at the same time, I may, you know, start to develop some of these lower branches down here. But other than that, the top's really not really going to count for a whole lot. But anyways, what we can do, well, we can turn this around and work on some of this since we're higher over here. But we're on this side of the tree, so let's just work this side of the tree here first. No big deal. So let's just come in here. We'll take things back. We'll try to come back to something that's more horizontal than our main branch. And here it's going to be this one. Take the top off of that, and then we're going to go with that. Anything that's growing out on top of the branch, I'm just going to cut it all off. So that's that one done. And that's a little wee branch that's coming out from in here. So, you know, I still have this larger branch out in front of it. Things are kind of congested there, but we're just going to leave it go for now. What I can do up here is I can take this back. We got a lower branch here we can go with. So we're going to cut that upper part off. And we'll just go with this here. We'll bring this away back. Take that one off the top. And we'll come in with our two ends here. We have some more smaller branching coming from in here. Same thing. We're just going to come in here and take the top off that one. We'll go with the more vertical or more horizontal branch, sorry. Take the vertical growth off the branches. And the ones that are really deep inside here that are side branches to those larger branches, I think we'll just we'll cut those off. Thin things out. Here we are. There's some more in here. We'll just kind of thin it out around the trunk area. I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to take we're going to take this larger one right off. Actually, we'll just go with this. We'll go with that smaller one. We'll leave it there. There we go. It's a little better. Over here, you can see this little one coming up. We're just going to take the top off of that and go with some more horizontal branching. We'll just take the ends off of those. And basically I'm just going to do this to all of our branches. We're going to take it away back to the right back to the first branch here. There we go. And then of course we'll bring this back, the end of it. There we go. See, that really thins things out. That would make a decent smaller cutting. I just can't keep all of them now. There's that. We'll just take that back. There's another one. You can see here, I can easily take this back. Take this top part off, take it back to more of a horizontal piece. Branch. We're just going to take this whole other side of the branch off, period. There we go. We'll just grow this one here. We don't need all that congestion. This here, you can see this long branch. We're going to take it back to here. I could take it back to this one here, but I may lose that one, so I'll take it back to these two here, so one of these two will make it. Moving up, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm actually going to take this whole top off. This branch will come up. Now I got another one growing out here. This one here, we're going to nip that back. This one here, same thing. We're going to come in here and take the top off of this and go with some lower, more horizontal growth. We're going to cut this back to some more outward facing growth. This long one here, we're going to cut it back to this one so we can continue growing out from our tree instead of just straight up. And now we can, coming in here, we can see where our trunk continues up here with our new leader. So we're going to take this away back. This here, we're going to take this off. About there. We'll trim that back. And turning the tree, we have another branch coming off up here. We'll just take it back to here. And then moving up, so we have the other competition up here now with our new leader. So we're just going to take those right off we'll take this one off. That would also make a decent small cutting. And we're going to take this one right off too. And this little one, I think we'll keep it. We'll just bring it back to here. We got some growth coming out there. We'll cut that off the top. Take the tops off of those. Now the rest isn't too bad. We're just going to come in here and we're going to thin it out just a little wee bit. Actually, I do have some newer growth coming off the trunk, and it's very fresh, so we're just gonna leave that newer growth go, because I might just decide grow some new branches. Just gonna take this vertical growth off. Same thing with this branch here. We're just going to come in. We're going to remove the top of that. Bring that back. And that's going to be it for now. Yeah, the trunk's starting to thicken up. It's hard to believe that just, 3 years ago, these were just really, really small cuttings about the size of this little branch right here. So, pretty hard to believe. Actually, they were probably no bigger than this cutting right here 3 years ago. So, they've done really good. And so far they've proven to be fairly tough. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but this is the second time that I've pruned these back quite far, and they don't mind it. They just keep growing, so that's good. But I do have some insurance. That's why I plant cuttings, because you never know. One of these days I might not have one or two come back, and at least I got cuttings on the way, so that'll be good. Well, that's it for this one. We'll be back tomorrow with our last one. Well, take care, guys, and have a great rest of the day, or good night, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next one.